Happiness through curiosity on the Ranveer show. Welcome to TRS Clips.
In one of the operations, I remember correctly, somebody took us very, very far off. And as a youngster, when you are full of enthusiasm and josh and you want to go to any extent to prove your point, yes, we can do it. So he took us to a location which was almost about 35-40 kilometers. We went out of communication. And then we landed up in a situation where one side it was a high flowing river and we were on the brink of it. It was at height and there was no U-turn. We reached an access where there was just a wooden bridge. Barely it could take weight of a gypsy. And that was the only way to come back. So with no choice left, finally I told the troops to get down and I focused all keep praying to God, kept on praying to God. And I moved, I took my call that day and I moved my vehicle across the river. We landed up. And finally, nobody was expecting we will come that far, but we landed. It was raining very heavily. So the moment I knocked at the door, the house which was told to us, we are going to get the target there. The moment I knocked, somebody opened, not even thinking in the wildest dream, somebody will land up at his door. The moment he saw us with a weapon in uniform, he banged the door on my head. It came and had a solid, severe bleeding from my nose. For a moment, it was all blackout kind of situation. He ran inside, I started running behind him. And when he was running room to room, I was running and I just picked up some utensils, some stuff. I believe it was a kind of bowl. I picked it up. And when he was taking out weapon from the bed, under the bed, I just had a solid hit on his nose. So he started bleeding. We could catch him. And when he was about to try to fire, I also had cocked my weapon. I was about to knock that guy. But then suddenly I realized that there was someone at my feet. So I checked it and I saw there was a lady. And the first feeling was she was on the family way. It was apparently evident. She was on the family way. And that frustration was there. But the moment I saw that lady, I was absolutely at peace. So I told her not to touch my feet. In local lingo, I requested one of the troops to translate what she's saying. So she was conveying I don't have anyone from my side, neither this guy. The entire family in some unfortunate road incident passed away. So he's the only one. So I uncocked my weapon. I asked him, what do you want in life? Today, I can give you a fair chance to come on the mainstream line. Somebody might not be that fair and life will not be fair every time. You might go. Make your choice now. Think about it. Talk to your wife. I'm giving you a chance. You really want to come on the mainstream and prove me correct? So he said, sir, I'll definitely come to the mainstream. Thereafter, I took his wife, took her to the hospital, got her admitted, took all the expenses. I was a youngster that time. I was feeling very nice, by killing someone, just because in that heat, and just for any other reason, no reason is a good reason to kill a guy. So I took my call and they were blessed with a baby boy. After 1 month, it was an amazing feeling when he walked up to my post along with his wife.
Wow.
And they said, sir, हम चाहते हैं कि आप इस बच्चे का नाम रखें. Please name this child. I said, well, that is parents' right. You should do it. But believe me, that feeling was awesome. And it has been now donkey's years. But uske baad mein, after 5 years, 10 years, he had called up. What is the state of your boy? He said, sir, he's studying. What are you doing? Sir, I've opened a shop and something. I'm sure he will contribute more to get more people onto the road rather than... So life teaches you, it's a great lesson. Life teaches you a hell lot.
Again, he was motivated to do what he was doing back then because of a lack of guidance. That's it.
Absolutely. He didn't know. I said, you give me one good reason why you are doing this thing. You want a weapon? I can give you. Why don't you come to army? We'd give you good training. It is absolutely on the house, absolutely free for you. There's no threat, even if you knock down someone, but it is for a good reason. And you do something for your country and for a good reason. You'll be complimented. You are being awarded for that. And people respect you for what you do. But in this, you don't earn any respect. You don't make a good living. Neither your children, family, no one will be ever proud of you. So you draw the comparison. Comparison is in front of you. I'm also doing the same job.
But in his head, what was he doing?
He was clueless. Nothing. He said, I'm fighting for the freedom of Manipur. This was his answer.
The freedom fighters.
Freedom.
Nice.
I said, you don't even know what is freedom. You're already free, my dear friend. But he had no idea. He wanted freedom. That way tomorrow Haryana will tell and then some other state will say, we all are free, but that is the level of the awareness. And people manipulate you. Those who have vested interest, they manipulate you, whether it is north or the northeast. People don't even know what is right and wrong.
Was there an early combat operation in Manipur which kind of opened up your eyes to, the dastardly nature of just combat in general?
First day for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. First day for sure. I distinctly remember the day I reported there. Around 8 o'clock, I went to the post. And I just met up my boys, had a brief introduction with them. How are you guys? I'm so and so. And in the same night, somebody walked up with some intelligence. He said, it's a hardcore intelligence and you are going to get up boys there. So we went there. We carried out a search operation. But there was just only a guy, but no weapon, no equipment. So we did some basic prelim investigation and carried out follow-up operations. He led us to another 10 kilometers, got another guy. Same situation. No recoveries, no weapon, nothing. They're very smart. And this cycle continued. We went almost to 8 to 10 houses, different stretches. And we were running from post to pillar, getting nothing. Just another lead. So one idea was, it is all facade, I just give it up. But I said, no. Jab tak conclusion mein nahi ghumte rahenge, daudenge, karenge. And finally, at the last place where we went, and then we realized, yes. We grilled him and he opened up and he said, yes, I do have a weapon. And imagine that weapon and how he had disposed it of. He had come for a short chutti at his home to meet his family members on leave. He had dismantled the weapon and kept in a different part at 5 different locations. Packed in a polythene, in a pond. Whenever I require it, I'll mental it. Because unless you just got a part of the weapon, you can't prove that he has been into something. So it took a lot of effort to recover those parts from different places and then mental and get into a shape to weapon. Yes, there is a weapon, it is effective, it can be used. And he was in the possession of this. Otherwise, you don't have any evidence. So I realized first day getting, when you compare North and Northeast, they have two difficult things, Northeast has got different dynamics, North has got different dynamics. North, it is very easy to get a weapon. Northeast, to get a even very pistol, small weapon, it is a nightmare. It's not an easy thing.
No, go on, sir.
The recoveries in Northeast are very demanding and challenging. To get even hold of a guy and the weapon, it really demands a lot. And when you compare it to the North, that is J&K, it is absolutely raw. There is a hell lot of difference in the mentality of the people, बहुत फर्क है. There's a hell lot of difference.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the entire episode and also check out this playlist that we've curated just for you.